Well guys, I finally did it. I finally killed my Seek thermal camera. Didn't mean to do it, of course. So, how I did it was I dropped it. Now, if you watch my original video where I originally got it and showed how it worked, or at least showed it working and talked about how they made the chip and stuff like that, then you'll know that each one of these pixels is a thermometer that is raised up off of the image chip by like hair thin gold wires, and they're very delicate. Well, I dropped the Seek thermal camera attachment onto concrete from about, I'd say, this high, about 3 feet or so. And you can see what corner of the image chip got the most like force exerted on it, because all those pixels broke. So now they're registering as either high or low. I would assume that high would be whenever they like broken away that shorted amount, and the lower ones would be when it actually broke the connection entirely. But now it kind of messes up the contrast a little bit, but it's not too bad. Thankfully I got a warranty. Extra 20 bucks for a 2-year warranty. That's pretty good. It still works, so even if I didn't get the warranty and I had to be stuck with this, I'd still be happy because I could still see in that area right there. Because it's just a good way to see stuff, like to see if a battery is going to blow up because it's getting too hot or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty interesting how it happened. Now that's messing up all the contrast is annoying. Oh well. Kind of a bummer. I'm going to see about getting it returned and getting a new one. The contrast doesn't seem to be too much of an issue when there's a big contrast in the actual image outside. But for instance, when I'm inside in there, that the difference in the pixels causes a whole lot of issues. So I'd say it was my own fault for dropping it, but I could see some improvements on this design. Now this Seek thermal camera is made out of a magnesium or some type of metal alloy shell, so it's very hard. That means that there's really no cushioning around any of the stuff inside of there. I think that it being metal gives the impression that it's extremely durable, especially that since they try to sell it to contractors and hunters and preppers and all the people like, it's going to be the end of the world, we got to get all our stuff or whatever, we got to be able to see the zombies or I don't know, whatever. They give the impression by it being metal that it's a very durable thing, and I would say that it definitely is a durable thing. It's just that I happened to drop it in a specific way that hurt it a lot. But I think it would actually make it even more durable if they made it a cushy, like silicone plastic on the outside or rubbery material that would absorb shocks. I think that would be a much better design. Because, for instance, this hard material, it does not bend, it does not crumple, it does not absorb any shocks. It just conveys all of the shocks throughout the entire apparatus, which also conveys it into the image chip, where the image chip moves and the pixels stay, because they're held up by hair thin wires of gold. So as they move, they just bend, and so they're bent. So I would say if somebody from Seek Thermal is watching right now, I would suggest making this out of a more squishy material. Maybe even having it like just a block of rubber, and maybe having like an inside like endoskeleton to keep it still rigid, but something to make it to where it could handle a drop a little better. I think that'd be a pretty good idea. But either way, still a pretty cool camera. For a thermal camera, I think it handled pretty okay. If this was a regular camera, I'd be like, what the fuck? But for a thermal camera, there's a lot more going on in here than normal, so yeah, that was kind of my own issue. But still, it's quite interesting. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. See ya!